Blessings and welcome. This is Dasha Love, and this is the 29th video live out of the 365 days we're doing this year. Today in the studio live, I have a world-renowned tantrika, published at Hay House, her own movies, the one and only Shashi. Give it up for her, you guys. Give it up. Yes, yes. I couldn't be more grateful to have you here today. So,
thank you. It's really beautiful to be here in the flames with you.
Yes, we are literally right now on fire, both inside and out. Well, you know the feeling when you see yourself in the mirror and you feel the resonance and you know somebody's been there and goes there every day. Yeah, it's great. So welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was good to meet you last night under the full moon here in Tulum.
Yeah, delicious. Delicious. I'm just so excited. The one thing I did want to ask you is, how did you get into sex magic?
What a good question. Well, I was getting into Tantra and getting into awakening orgasmic energy and full body orgasm, and I guess I sensed that it has a higher purpose, that it's not just about pleasure. Like, it moves beyond being about pleasure. Like, originally with orgasm, it's about release, and then when you stop releasing it, it becomes about pleasure, and then suddenly it moves beyond pleasure and it's about love. And then at some point I realized, wow, orgasm is taking us somewhere higher, somewhere bigger. It's connecting us to our highest potential. It's connecting us to the universe. And at that, somewhere around that point, then I realized, there's practices around this, and it's called sex magic, and it is using orgasm as a vehicle for connecting to our highest potential, and that brings so much meaning to it.
So have you been able to manifest some pretty phenomenal things at the point of climax?
I have manifested the most amazing life possible. How's that for a good thing to manifest?
Delicious. Sounds like chocolate living. And for those people out there that really want to get into sex magic, do you have any tips for them?
Yeah, so like sex magic is defined as using orgasmic energy as rocket fuel to power up your dreams and intentions. A lot of people sit around like using intentions, I want to be this, I want this, I want this, but they don't have any energy behind it, so it can take a really long time. And so sex magic is saying, use your most powerful creative force, and instead of just like contracting around it and then releasing it down to the earth, we expand and let the body become fully orgasmic and offer that energy up to the heavens and to our highest potential and our highest self. So I think it's important to understand like the purpose of it, like what we're doing, using orgasm as prayer. That's what sex magic is. And then with manifestation, I think often we start with like egoic desires, like, then I'll just have orgasms to like own a new car or whatever. And you'll probably get whatever you intend to, but if it's not in alignment with your highest truth, then you get something called the karmic slap with it. Like you get the car, but then you also get some painful life lesson with it. Unless that car was in alignment with your highest destiny, which it might be. But really, when we're doing manifestation and magic, it's really about like just living our dharma, or our highest potential, our life purpose. And so it's important to like stay with that alignment and check that you're not coming from like what your ego wants, but coming from what your soul wants. And that's what the really amazing sex magic is. Manifesting your soul's desire, which is to live your dharma, live your truth.
And it's always that little voice within that it starts out a little bit like a little whisper at first, and the more you let go and let go and let go, it finally starts to shout, and it's like, you gotta listen. And it's like, if you're not listening, then you're not living your truth. So it's like finding that way to let go of all other noise. I found sex to be this tool, incredible tool to just completely surrender.
Exactly. There's a beauty of surrender, and it's like actually surrendering your life to out of your control, but into the divine plan. So we're surrendering our own plan to the divine plan, which is a really beautiful thing to do. And yeah, another thing with sex magic is about like feeling the tuning into the emotion. So you're not just imagining what you want to live in your life or what you're calling in, but how it would feel. The feeling is really, really key, especially tuning into gratitude. When we can tune into the gratitude of how it feels to live our truth, then that's where the most power comes from. That's where we're really connected. If we're trying to call something in, but we're coming from a feeling of lack and contraction and poor me and I want this thing, I don't have it, then it's very hard to manifest. So it's super important to tune into the feeling of that, and then we're just like putting our sexual energy towards that feeling.
Yes.
I learned a lot I have to credit here Margot Anand. I learned a lot from my great teacher and friend Margot Anand. She wrote a great book on sex magic, and I learned a lot of my tools from her in this particular meditation.
Would you say, I like to refer to sex magic as one of the paths to enlightenment, just like meditation. It's just another tool to understanding the self. Do you resonate with that at all?
Yeah, totally. It's the most fun path to enlightenment. I mean, you can sit and meditate looking at a blank wall if you want. That will get you there. Or you can focus on your soul's desire and your vision of your greatest life and raise sexual energy and offer it up through all your chakras, and that's another path to enlightenment. Your choice.
So, Shashi, what excites you now? Now that you are world renowned and you're in Hay House and you've got movies, what's next?
I get very excited about reaching more people with Tantra, especially places where there's a lot of darkness in our culture. So I worked a few times with women who've been raped and also with sex offenders, and I've really seen that tantric tools can transform the darkest shadows in our society. So believe it or not, I'm going to say I am really excited for the possibility to maybe even work in prisons, work with sex offenders, to bring Tantra to some of the darker places in our society, because I really believe that it has so much to offer in that realm. So I would like to bring Tantra out in many more places beyond the bubble that it's in right now. That excites me.
Yeah.
I got very excited like last month about, there's a forgiveness ritual that I lead in retreats, and I was leading it to like 30 people, and I suddenly was filled with this passion to have like 2,000 people doing the forgiveness ritual, men and women, just healing, forgiving, letting go. Yeah. So I have some visions for the future.
Amazing. So I love forgiveness. I feel like forgiveness was the first step to really embarking on this journey into sex magic. And I used Ho'oponopono, but what kind of forgiveness practices do you use?
So I use a ritual that came from the Tantra Essence School. So for example, if you're forgiving the masculine, a man sits opposite the woman and he says, I represent all men right now. What have I ever done that has hurt you? And then you have your opportunity to say, well, you're speaking to your father one minute and then an ex, and you just pour out all your pain, but you're really heard. And then when you've finished, he looks in your eyes and says, will you please forgive me, and bows down. And it's like, you get to be heard and seen, and then the forgiveness is asked, and you can really forgive, and it's like you feel how genuine it is. So this is my favorite, and I think this is phenomenally powerful.
This is so amazing that you bring this up, because that's what I recently learned, is that we are at any given moment a sister, a brother, a father, a mother to somebody. And it's like whatever is happening, we can just tune into that and just say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
To just release the supercharged energy of everyone's entire life and they're coming to you with some issue, and at that moment you are all these things to that person.
Yeah.
And you saying, I'm sorry.
It heals for all of the
Everybody.
past.
Yes, please forgive me. And it doesn't matter what it's for. You're just embodying the form of all of the pain that this person's been going through, because it's pain projected out, right? And you're taking it all away, and you're saying sorry for all the past generations, all the people that have ever hurt this person. And this is why it's coming out.
And sometimes that's what we need to hear. And then it's such powerful work.
Amazing.
Sometimes I feel like everything else we do in Tantra is like getting to that point where we can finally forgive. And then we can just fall backwards into love, into the arms of love. Yeah.
And forgiveness, it's not about the other person. It's just allows for the energy, the supercharged energy that we have towards some kind of scenario, story that we created, to be released from the body, so that chi can just flow smoothly through again, so we can experience what it really feels to be love.
Yeah, exactly. And if we don't do that work, every relationship, we're going to keep projecting the past again and again. So it's the only way to set ourselves free and set each other free from that past, so that we can show up and love the way that we came here for.
Like a little kid again, yay! I know, I put like a little kid next to Sex Magic because I have a kid's book as well. And everyone is like, and I'm like, this is what's coming through, and it's all related, it's all the same thing.
Sex magic, I think tantric practices have an innocence to them, like it's just such pure energy, and when we clear all the sexual conditioning, we just have sexual nature left, and it is innocent. It's so beautiful and natural.
Yeah, yummy, yummy, yummy. You guys loving it? Amazing, yes. And I'm just super excited because we're about to embark on a little practice, which Shashi's gonna lead us through, and we're gonna do some breath work. So for all our viewers today, we're gonna need you to go grab a cup of water and join us right back to do a little practice, standing up, of tantric breath work.
Yeah, I'm going to describe it first, because when we're in it. So it's a breath work for sex magic, and now we just do it on our own. But the point is, later you can do it with a lover while you're making love, right? But you can also do it alone. You can just do it with breath, which we'll do. You can do it with self-pleasure later. You can do it with a partner making love. So we'll do the breath work version. And what we're going to do is, like, we're standing between heaven and earth, so we're going to feel earth underneath us, and earth is the place where the seed lies. So you're going to feel it's most powerful to tune into like one intention that you're going to work with. Check that it's an intention that really feels in line with your soul's purpose or your higher self, not just some egoic thing. So really feel what your soul is yearning for right now. And if you don't have something specific, then you can just do this to like live your higher purpose. And then you feel a seed under the ground, like just under your feet, there's a seed of potential, and feel that seed that's so ready to burst. We're just going to breathe with it, and we're going to do first breathing is one for activation. You breathe as if drinking through a straw. And we're going to move our hips, and the muscles will squeeze and release, and you feel like you're making love to Mother Earth. And that's going to pull up this potential energy, the Shakti rising, and it's going to go into your perineum and connect to your root chakra, to your own sexual energy. And then we start breath work, moving our hips as if we're making love to this moment, as if we're making love to our lives. You're going to breathe and move our hips and just focus as if we're breathing through the first chakra. So you're just focused right down on the perineum, you're moving your hips, and you're feeling that seed of potential of what you're manifesting, you're making love through your root chakra with it. And then we're going to move into the second chakra, into the lower belly, into the kind of womb, prostate gland area, and breathe in there and feel it. So each chakra is needs to be activated. If there's something that's blocked and the energy isn't flowing, it's really hard to let the manifestation happen. So we're going to breathe through. And each chakra, as I'm sure you know, has different kind of blocks. Like if we don't believe that we have the resources we need and we have survival issues, then that's the first chakra. If we don't believe we deserve it and we have the pleasure of living our true potential, that'll be the second chakra. If we don't believe that we really deserve to stand in our power, then we'll get blocked in the solar plexus. If we don't believe that we deserve love and to open our hearts, if we don't feel safe to let love in, then we'll block here. If we don't feel safe to be spontaneous, expressive, creative, we're going to block here. If we don't feel safe to see beyond the illusion, to see beyond separation, to see the oneness, then we'll block here. And if we don't feel that we believe we can connect to the universe, and we'll block here. So we're going to breathe through all of those. We're going to breathe our intention. We're going to breathe the feeling of that intention through each one and raise our sexual energy up chakra by chakra until it pierces out of the crown, and then we're like orgasming with the universe. So we're breathing up and down out of the crown, like you're making love to God, to the universe, to existence. And then that's only half the journey. We're going to receive. So the first part is yang, and it's fire rising. The second part is yin. It's like golden rain pouring down as blessings. So important that we don't just ask for something, but we're ready to receive it. So we're going to receive the blessings pouring down into our crown, into every part of our body, feeling the gratitude for it, letting it enter, and coming all the way back to the earth. And that is sex magic.
Yes, so stay tuned. We're going to be right back, or perhaps it's going to be a next video. We're going to show you exactly how to do it. And thank you so much for being in the studio.
Thank you for inviting me here.
I feel the resonance. It's getting hot in here. Literally, we're on fire. Love you all so much. Namaste and wild stay. Welcome back, everybody. We are here with a world-renowned Tantrika, Shashi, and she's gonna give us a little treat today. But we also have a live audience, woo! And we all gonna go on a journey together. So get off your lazy butts and let's do this.
Okay, so we're going to, it's best standing for when we're doing it now. Later, you can do it with self-pleasure, you can do it with lovemaking, but standing up now. And bring your feet wider than your hips so you're really deeply earthed and feel your feet on the ground. We're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to exhale down. Send those roots down into the earth. Put your hands into prayer. And feel your intention. Take a moment, close your eyes, feel what would your life look like if you were living your highest purpose, if you were living your truth, your Dharma. What are you longing for? What is your soul longing for? What is the deepest passion in your being calling for? Take a moment to feel it. Even on the physical level, maybe you want a radiantly healthy body, maybe you want all the abundance to create what you came here to create. Feel into what it is for you. Let it become a visual. Feel yourself standing in your future life right now. Breathe into it. And then bring the emotion. How do you feel in your highest purpose? How do you feel when you're living your truth? Breathe into those emotions. Let them rise into you like fire. Let them intensify. The only limit to your passion is your own resistance. Breathe it into your heart. Yes, I came here to live my purpose. I came here to offer my gifts to the world. Breathe into it. Let your intention be stronger than your resistance. And we ask that our manifestation appears with ease and grace, and that it is in alignment with our higher true self. You can raise your hands up to your third eye as we offer our intention to the highest. Raise your hands up to the sky. And then as you open your palms, feel you connect to the sun, to the light above, to the celestial bodies. You draw that light down, create sacred space around you so you stand in a circle of light and you are protected, you are safe. This space is sacred. And we're going to begin our journey at the roots. Let your knees be a little bent. Breathe with the earth. So we're using an amazing piece of music from Wim Hof breathwork, piece of music I have orgasmed to many times. Feel the earth underneath your feet. Feel the seed of potential that sits underneath you. We're going to start with a tantric breath as if you're drinking through a straw. As you inhale, squeeze your pelvic floor, move your hips. Taking Shakti, taking life force up into your hips. Take up that potential energy, that potential that wants to live through you. Take it into your perineum. And feel the sensations in your root. And we're going to start breathing and moving our hips. Open your mouth and change your breath. We're going to breathe in and out through the root. We're clearing any blocks, any survival blocks, any part of us that feels that we don't have the resources that we need. Feel your perineum coming alive. Feel the sexual energy there. Feel your animal nature. And feel your embodiment, that you are embodying that you desire to be, right down to every cell, every bone of your body. Imagine you're making love to your life. How fully do you want to make love to it? Say yes to your sexual energy. Yes to living your truth. And we're going to raise up into our second chakra. Feel any blocks around guilt or shame. Breathe through them. Maybe you feel you don't deserve to succeed. You don't deserve an amazing life. You should feel guilty for it. Well, breathe through that. Breathe until you find that place where you feel you deserve to live a pleasurable, abundant, incredible life without any shame. Feel your sexuality, your orgasm, your pleasure. Find the most pleasurable breath and movement. Feel the pleasure of living your destiny, your highest destiny. You're making love to your life. How much pleasure can you take? How much pleasure? And we're going to breathe into our solar plexus. Feel the fire in your core. Any blocks you have to power, to owning. Take up your space. This is your space. Claim it with your breath, your movement, your passion. Let your sexual energy rise into your solar plexus, into your ribs, into your power center. Take up your space, own it. Say yes to your power, your empowerment. And we're going to raise up into our heart. Feel your arms. Any blocks to love, any fear you have of opening your heart, breathe through it. Because your destiny is to be love. So you can't hold back anymore. It doesn't matter if you were hurt in the past, just breathe through that. Show up again for love. Because it's why you're here. Let your sexual energy rise through your heart. I'm going to rise up into the throat. Open your mouth, open your jaw. Open your mouth. I call this deep throating life, making love to life. Let it in all the way. Let your body move. Let spontaneity be their expression. Don't hold yourself back anymore. Let us sound out. Let life know you're coming. Your brain. Feel your vision of your future. And as you breathe, feel yourself standing in your highest destiny. Your life around you reflects that you are living in your destiny. You're living your truth. You are surrounded by beauty, beautiful people, beautiful places. You're surrounded by love. Breathe right through your mind. Breathe out any limiting thoughts. Let your body shake, let your body move.
you. Offer orgasm up as your prayer. Offer orgasm to infinity, to existence, to God, to your higher self. Orgasm with the universe, orgasm with your highest potential, orgasm with infinity. And we're going to allow ourselves to receive now. So raising your hands up, feel the offering every last bit of your passion, your energy up, up, up. Up to infinity, up to existence, up to the divine, to the quantum field. And now we're going to receive. You're going to open your arms and you're going to receive from the universe. Blessings raining down like golden rain pouring into your crown. The universe loves you. The universe blesses you. Raise your third eye to the sun. Feel the light pouring in through your crown, through your third eye. You are so worthy of divine blessings. And let that light pour down into your whole mind. Your thoughts are blessed with high frequencies. And letting that light down into your throat. And into your heart, into your chest, into your beloved heart. Divine, unconditional love is raining down. You are worthy of the highest love. You can let your arms come floating down to the level of your heart. And just feel that golden rain pouring down. So many blessings. Receive blessings into your life. All that you've dreamt of and more. More than you could even dream of. Synchronicities and blessings, miracles are raining into your life. And you can bring your hands onto your heart. Draw blessings down from your heart into your belly, into your organs, into your cells, into your tissues, into your beautiful body, this vehicle of the divine. And draw the blessings down to your sex. Divine energy pouring into your genitals, into your hips. And into your legs and into the earth, and blessing this earth that you walk upon. And eyes closed, just feel yourself standing in your new life. Every cell in your body has received this download. Every cell, every strand of DNA, every part of your being has received this download. I'm going to raise the hands up one more time. Bring your hands into Namaste. Slowly bring your thumbs to your third eye. And give blessings to the truth, to the enlightenment, to the wisdom, to waking up. Gratitude that we are on a path of awakening. And bring your hands down to your heart. Gratitude that we are on a path of love, that we are clearing away the hatred and separation and living the truth that is love. We turn the palms down, place them over the genitals, bless your genitals, offer your sex as a vehicle for truth and love and divine creation. And then back to the heart. We close our ritual with a deep bow to existence. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May it be so.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all for watching, for being, for breathing, for participating, and thank you for the beautiful work you're doing all around the world. It's a true gift. And I'm inspired, and I've got goosebumps. I love spirit. I am so inspired. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If I can be of service in any way, please do let me know.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you all for watching out there. If you have any questions, comments, I will have them reach out to you. Yeah? Cool. She's very approachable. Namaste and wild stay.